Well, hello and welcome back. Thank you for coming back today. You've guessed it, we're in downtown Paphos. We're on the promenade. As usual, we're going to storm the last half, get to meet all of our little friends and Gumbarus, and then we're going to take you into the harbour and, well, hopefully we're going to find Coco the pelican. But before we do that, let's introduce you to Ochin Grasivia Lubus.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
And again, stick with us. We're going to storm the rest of the promenade. Is that ice cream nice? Yes, he's enjoying his ice cream. He was having a good look in the background, wondering what the hell is going on. Now, there's the greatest braider on this part of the promenade, that's for sure. That's the Rastafarian, and she's got a great smile. There we are. She's got a great smile, as has her latest victim. There we are. Is she pulling hard enough? Yes, she is. There we are. Stick with us as we keep going. There's many Gumbarus along the Coco Paphos promenade, and we're going to introduce it to each one of them. If there's something you want, hopefully you're going to know where they are, and hopefully you're going to know their names. It makes it that little bit more relaxed. You see, Bellaboo?
I would like to say that it's too live today. It's too many people walking around today.
There's a lot. There is quite a lot of people, that's for sure.
Yes.
So,
it's busy, I
yeah,
think.
it's the final day of the week. It is Sunday evening, if you understand that. And most people are not working on a Sunday, so therefore there's just a lot of people around, that's for sure. Now, there's a smiling face, and that face belongs to a man called Mr. Paphos. You right? There we go. He's an absolute star. And if you're wondering what he does, well, one, he's got a Mercedes, as we can see there. We're going to go and steal that later. But he does tattoos. They're called temporary tattoos, or some people call them fake tattoos. We would call them works of art. Let's have a look in here. So you can choose little butterflies. This is not my favourite book, but it's a book that some people like. What's in this one over here? There's some quite small ones again. Now here's my favourite book. Look at this. If you were going to a wedding or an anniversary, you were a bridesmaid or the bride, imagine coming here and having this sort of thing done on your hands, your feet, your legs, or anywhere else that you can think of. Negotiate with that man and he will tattoo you. Am I right? Are you busy?
Busy.
Yeah, pretty busy. He's having a good time. Hey, you all right? He's having a good time. There's a lot of people around today, if you understand. There's an awful lot of people. Have a look at that. They are very busy. That is Mr. Konstantinos. That's the beautiful wife, Katerina. He's busy. You all right? You busy? Yeah, he's busy. He's got plenty of money. That's what we want to see. He's making money. He's making money. And he's sweating. Look at that. So that means he's busy. Or he's sweating because he's worried about that woman going in his pocket. That's what he's worried about. Anyway, if you're wondering what he does, grain of rice. He'll put your name or your message on a grain of rice. You choose one of these and you put it in there. Different colour liquids, different colour sands. There's things like little roses can go in there, and then it can go onto a bracelet or onto a pendant. And they also do true seashells, again with your name or message on them. We will leave them because they are very busy indeed. There you go. See you, Konstantinos. See you, Katerina. Stick with us. Our next Gumbaru, the smile I can see from here. Have a look at that. There's Mark, and there is Jenny the best, the greatest braider in the whole of Paphos. There we are. And she's braiding the life out of people. You busy, Jenny? Yes. There we go. And the next guy, we can't stop with him because he's got a Gumbaru with him. So when they've got Gumbarus, we have to keep going because we're not allowed to actually film the Gumbarus. Anyway, here is Mr. Hector. He's allowed to be filmed. There we are. Mr. Hector is possibly the greatest artist in the whole of Paphos. There he is. You right, Mr. Hector? There we are. Spokane noche. No, not yet. So he's a great artist. If you want a portrait, it's good night. My Russian is confused, obviously. I thought I was saying good evening.
Good evening, yes, it's Dobry večer.
Dobry večer. I've remembered it now. See, I'm used to just English. Good evening and good night. There we go. Lovely. He does portraits. If you want a portrait done, obviously that takes a long time. 4 to 5 sittings at an hour a time. So he's going to charge you somewhere between 150 and 200 euros, which is not a lot. But if you want to character draw, that takes 10-15 minutes. He's a great artist, and he's going to charge you only 20 euros. Right, there we are. So he negotiates on the price, that's what he's saying. There's no actual fixed price, the price varies up and down. It varies up and down. So you go see him, negotiate. He's a great artist. Thanks, Mr. Hector. He is a star, and he's worked this harbour for a long time. The last opportunity to get braided is there. That's Miss Layla. She's a very, very good braider indeed. So if you want to get braided as you're leaving the Coco Paphos promenade before you storm the harbour area, we have got to run because there is something playing in the background. Right, stick with us, Chrissy, on the booth. Come on, let's go. There's yet another protest going, and as usual, YouTube just doesn't like this music, so we've got to keep going. Now, to be honest, I don't like that music either. Anyway, stick with us. We are safe, and we have run round the back of the wood kiosk. There it is. So if you want to go and buy gifts of any sort, cold drinks, hot drinks, cigarettes, that's your last chance before we storm the Coco Paphos Harbour area.
It's good for you running without high heels, but what about mine?
Yep, well, there's something else playing on in the background now. I don't know what it is, so stick with us. We may start running again, that's for sure. Have we worked out what it is? So it's this guy. Right, that's quite good. That's quite entertaining. Have a look at that. Yes, sir, you right? There we are. So we have a new star on the block. As time goes on, we're going to befriend him and we'll find out all about him, find his name, and we'll encourage you to give him a little bit of money, because that's how it works. There we are. Mr. Costas, another great artist. A few people have asked about Mr. Costas. Mr. James, there he is. That's the man that drew you and your wife at your wedding, and now he's drawing him. Got a nice smile on his face, this young man. Where are you from, young man?
The good old Scotland.
He's a Scottish man.
Of course I have.
We love the Scottish. What's your name?
Kyle, what's your name?
Kyle, my name's Paul. There we are. He's a great, great artist. There we go. He's drawing the life out of you. And this obviously is the family that's with you.
Absolutely.
You have a great holiday. Great holiday. Absolute star. Thanks very much. Let's keep going. Now, we get to introduce you to our other man that sells sponges, because the musician is not playing in the background. Receiving?
Well, where is this music coming from? From
Off the ship. Ocean Vision.
From the field.
Yes, that's right.
From the ship.
So the Ocean Vision is playing the life out of it. That's what it's doing. Now, we're going to keep moving because we are conscious of that music in the background. There's Mr. Yanis. He's the man in charge of all the boats, and he's on the phone to one of his girlfriends. That's obvious, so we'll leave him at it. There we are. Thanks, Mr. Yanis. Let's keep going. Right, let's keep going. At the moment, it appears to be only someone playing a saxophone. Have a look at that on the big boat. At the rear deck, you can see a man playing a saxophone, so that's not going to be too offensive to YouTube. So let's keep going. There we go. We are now going to storm the Coco Paphos Harbour, so stick with us, because we've got quite a few gumbaras on there, that's for sure. Olivia?
I like the saxophone.
Beautiful
definitely
instrument.
one of the most favorite of
It's a
instruments
beautiful,
of mine.
beautiful instrument. Most people love the saxophone. It's absolutely beautiful, calm, sexy, all those words rolled into one, that's for sure. Romantic, yeah. There we go. Now, this is the downtown Coco Paphos Harbour area. Have a look at that. There we go. And there's Gumbara number one. That is Mr. Marcus, and he's standing outside. There he is. There's another one. There he is. You right, Bambos? There he is. You right? Good? There we are. You busy? Always busy. There we are. And that's Mr. Bambos going in there. There's another star. You all right? There's another one. And Mr. Harris is over there in the background. That's the boss himself. Absolute stars. So stick with us as we keep going through the harbour area. And we're going to come out by the most famous restaurant, the busiest restaurant possibly in the whole of Paphos, possibly in the whole of Cyprus. Who knows? And it's called the Pelican Restaurant. Have a look at that. Absolutely packed out. The reason for that is it's a very, very old restaurant, does good food, and on top of that, it's got its very, very own pelican. Now let's go and have a look if the pelican is in the house tonight. Yes, she is. Come on, Chrissy, booth. Let's go and have a look. There she is, sitting in the back. Chrissy booth is going to lead the way. Here we go. Stay with us. There we are, queue forming for the pelican as usual. Everybody wants to see Miss Coco. Absolutely everybody wants to see Miss Coco. Are you alright, Miss Coco? She says, not really, I'm being locked away. And there's Gracevia Booth being locked away as well. But there's Miss Coco. Cokes, how you doing? She's very sad because she'd like to be outside, on show, patrolling up and down, getting stroked, getting gifts, and getting photographed. But this time of night, it's just too busy, Cokes, so you have to stay in. Gracevia Booth?
Leave the Harbour to do its job.
Stick with us. We're going to go and storm the rest of the Paphos Harbour.
It's trying now.
Right, come with us.
It's trying now to make something in a, you know, very. It's a very private thing she's doing. Mr. Paul, it was like a policeman over her.
Right, stick with us. We are now going to go into our favourite place. It's called the Bistro Gelamo, and it's also known as the Gelamo Gistro Cafe. And there is Mr. Shamak. You all right, Mr. Shamak? You in charge tonight? Yes, he's always in charge. That's Mr. Shamak, but that's the manager there, Mr. Ryan. All right, Mr. Ryan? How you doing? All right, good? Now, we've got Layla. You got the man who's going to come out and say, "Hey, shake my hand," and then you got the other man called Mr. McDonald. There we are. Go on, Mr. McDonald. There we are. You all right? Yeah. He wouldn't be happy unless he gets his hand shaken, for sure. And then that is Mr. Pete. You all right, Mr. Pete? There he is. And there, the man in the black shirt. That's the man himself. That is Mr. Marios, and he's very, very busy indeed. Stick with us as we continue along the Coco Paphos promenade. And this time we're going to show you instead of the castle. Have a look at that. Live sports playing, obviously. There's a big match going down. The Lionesses, as they are now called, are going to beat that team, and they're going to bring the World Cup home, that's for sure. The next one, Stevie's, there he is. Very, very busy indeed again, showing sports and serving very, very nice cocktails indeed. And there is the one and only Mr.
Welcome back again.
You're right, Mr. Uwala.
Different days.
See, you're pretty busy.
Huh? I'm pretty tired now.
You're getting tired?
I can't say much.
Can't say much. So we'll leave you to relax and we'll come back in a little bit.
That's it.
So stay with us. We're now going to exit the restaurant area and we're going to continue a little bit further into the harbour area. There we are. Someone's just scored, that's for sure. Yeah. There we go.
I think we should go back and.
There we go. Now you're witnessing live history being made. The English female football team is going to come back with the World Cup, I think it is. Anyway, they're doing a very, very good job indeed. We've got one final stop before we take you out and hopefully grasp that last little bit of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And his name is Mr. Simon. So stick with us as we go over and have a little chat with him. His wife's with him. His beautiful daughter Sophia is dancing. So it's going to be great, great entertainment, that's for sure. Have a look at that. There he is. And we've got the dancing Sophia as well. There we are. It's an absolute star. He's not doing too well tonight, unfortunately. Right, Sophia? There she is. That's it. Graciela LaBouffe is going to steal her. That's it. We'll take her home with us. We'll take her with us. We'll take her with us. Right, stick with us as we storm the castle area and show you the blue Mediterranean Sea in that last little glimpse of light. Here comes Graciela LaBouffe.
It's very nice. The girl is so communicative one that she comes to everyone, I believe.
She does. She has a very nice, open personality. Yeah, she's a very open young girl. She does. Yes, so she's open. Yeah. So stick with us. We are going to take you out onto the rocks. Hopefully, we'll get a bit of chuchuchka. You never know, or a bit of rocking. That's for sure. And hopefully, we're going to grasp a little bit of the blue Mediterranean Sea, because I can see there is that little bit of a glow off those last rays shining in the sky. So we should get just enough light, so stick with us. Here we go. It's busy. Very, very busy indeed. And coming up now is the very, very famous Ochingrasivia Chuchuchka rocking. Let's follow your rear end, LaBouffe. Here we go. There we go. That was one of my views. Don't say I don't spoil you now and again. Stick with us. She knows exactly where that Chuchuchka rock is. Up she goes. And there we go.
Oh, how hard it was to climb over the hills. And the sea as usual is very, very choppy today. We would like Mr. and Mr. Plains, we would like to tell you that we are here again. Day or night time, high hills or flat hills, we don't care. We only want to make a smile on your faces. And we love you to bits. And we would like to tell you thank you again for watching, for coming back, and very good bye-bye. Now I'm dancing. Don't ask for the rear end, otherwise I'll kill myself.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and please come back for a little bit more of our madness. There's the blue Mediterranean Sea with a nice clear sky tonight, and as we come round you are going to see that beautiful golden glow in the distance, which means the sun has left the beautiful love island of Paphos Cyprus. But don't worry, it'll be back first thing in the morning. Let's have a quick look at Crasiviella booth. There she is. Thanks for watching.